conversation with myself. In the car, I'm driving, and I'm about to ask her where she wants to go next. I open my mouth, but I remembered she already said she wanted to go out to get something to eat. I shook my head. I was always forgetting these things. But then I realized I was shaking my head for, at least in her perspective, no apparent reason. I shot a glance at her again, wondering if she saw me shaking my head, but she was just looking straight ahead. Then I quickly turned my head back to the road, bashing myself in my mind. Idiot, 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 for glancing at her all the time. She must think I'm some sort of horny bipolar freak, staring at her every 5 seconds. Jesus, what is my problem? She sighed. I clenched my teeth. She thought I was crazy, all right. Man, I've really dug myself in it now. Wait, what am I thinking? She's probably sighing out of boredom. We've been driving in the car for about 15 minutes or so, and I haven't even initiated a conversation. I thought about asking her something, anything, and the only thing that came to my mind was what she wanted to do after this, whatever this was. I opened my mouth, but then I remembered, again, that I had already asked her that, and I was about to ask her again after considering it 3 times. I'm an idiot. I mean, really, is it possible for an 18-year-old guy to develop a case of Alzheimer's or dementia for that matter? Never mind the fact that I criticize every thought that comes across my mind, and part of me thinks I'm crazy, at least a little. Wait, would that mean that I'm schizophrenic? The whole split personality deal? I'm sure that's more likely than those old people diseases. But how would I know? Should I, stand in front of a mirror and start talking to myself? See if I talk back? But then how do I know the difference between the real me and the, other me? Change of voice? But then how do I know it isn't really me just saying it back? How do I know? God, I'm starting to get a headache. Thinking like this probably isn't going to help my crazy problem. Okay, from now on, no more crazy talking. Okay? Okay. Wait, did I answer that? No, I'm sure I was just answering myself. Right? Okay. No more thinking like that. I gotta stop this. All right, take a deep breath. There. From now on, no more thinking like that. I'm just going to look ahead at the road and get out of my head. Just count the little dashes in the center of the road as they go by. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder about the people who paint these things. I wonder what that would be like. 7, 8, 9, 10. Do they hand paint these things or use some sort of machine? 11. I would imagine they could tow something behind a car. 12. But how would that work? 13. And I wonder how much they get paid. Do you go to school to learn how to paint the little yellow, or I guess some are white, lines down the center of the road? 15. 19. I wonder if she notices me staring at the road. I mean, I'm supposed to be looking, sure, but how hard does it actually look like I'm looking? I mean, am I giving off more of an intently concentrating, or does it look like I'm pushing my face into the glass? Maybe I should lean back, just relax. I'm sure I look tense. I feel tense. 17? I lost count. Well, there goes the whole staying out of my head deal. Okay, just take a deep breath and try to stop your train of thought. Derail that sucker. Okay, and breathe in. John? She said. I let out my breath to answer her, but my lips were still pursed from trying to hold the air in. Oh no. Quick, I have to cover this up. I have to make it look okay. Say something, quick. Groovy, I smiled. What the hell? What was that? Groovy? What kind of thing to say is groovy? Groovy isn't a response. And let's not forget that the fact that groovy hasn't been used in real conversation in 30 years. And even back then, I don't think it was even credible. Like swell or righteous or something like, John, she continued. Yeah? Why are we driving through the country? What? We weren't. I looked out the window, and we were definitely in the country. Far from any restaurants. Great. You take your focus off the now, off the present. We are now in the country, amidst the trees and the corn. Hey, you could always cook up some corn casserole, and maybe a second course of corn a la mode, and then top it off with some corn pudding. Hell, we could even open up our own corn eatery. Shoot. Am I making fun of myself? Yes, I think I am. So not only am I a possible schizophrenic, but my other personality is a jerk. Great. John? Okay, now I need to get out of my head. I'm ignoring her. She's probably sitting there and, she was probably just lost in her own thoughts, don't you think? Yeah. Okay, I need to stop asking myself questions. Yeah? Where are we going out to eat? I need to get out of here. My head, I mean. Maybe I should just talk to her. Stay out of my head. Keep myself going with conversation. Okay, let's do that. Well, I was thinking we could just turn around and stop at Jake's Grill. That's closest and it's probably our best bet. It's kind of cheap. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of money right now. I mean, if I did, then I think I would take you out to a fancy restaurant. Like one you have to make reservations at, you know. I've never really been to one of those kinds of places. I always kind of imagine that they all must have snooty French waiters, and the place must be filled with nice, clean, well-to-do people talking about their piles of money lying in someplace far away, and talking about how they enjoy never even having to lift a finger. And, John, they must wear suits, and God, the place must reek with their fancy cologne. And, John? What? Shut up.